Hi everyone. I hope you're navigating these energies in a good way. I feel better today. This last week there was a lot of karmic activity happening. I know that for sure my twin and I released a lot of old patterns and cycles. It was almost like, and I didn't even recognize that it was happening until after everything was triggered. And then by the end of it, it was like I could actually look at him and say, thank you. Thank you for triggering that within me. Thank you for being the person that you are, the stand-up person that you are, and recognizing that I needed to kind of be reined in a little bit. Honestly. And it wasn't that I was like, I mean, there were some emotional times. But it wasn't like I was angry or anything. It was just like, why am I having to deal with all of these triggers all over again? And it's because we think that, like every single time I've been starting videos lately, I feel like this little tickle on my nose and it's driving me crazy. We have to recognize that even when we think we've moved past a cycle, it can always show up and rear its ugly head again. So I'm in a very peaceful space today, and I really want to do the Divine Masculine reading. Hopefully I can get to do the Divine Feminine reading today as well. I am a little busy this evening, so let's see. We're going to do headspace, heart space, environment, and then the energy between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine this week. July 30th to August 5th. Wow, August 5th, right? Gosh, going into August. I know I've even done some general August readings for signs, and it's like, man. So what's in the headspace? What is the Divine Masculine thinking this week? Is going to be a lot calmer than last week was. We do have on Wednesday, there is a Mars and Uranus square. So in the headspace of the Divine Masculine, Mars and Uranus square can make things a little bit angry. So be very careful and watch your step and try to rein in your emotions. If you get extra aggro on Wednesday, just like namaste back yourself back to balance, because it can be kind of a blow up. So opportunity beckons, which is the 4 of Cups in the Divine Masculine's headspace. I don't think that he really wants to. I feel like he wants to get into a calmer place of existence. It's interesting. I see the infinity symbol. Let me show you this card again. Hold on, as I got to finish that shuffle. See that infinity symbol on that globe there? As above, so below. So we have the 6 of Swords, Temperance, and the Chariot. So I think that in his headspace, he really wants to move away from adversity. You know, he wants to get into something much calmer. He doesn't want to be triggered. It's almost like, you know, I've got things to do in the world, and I really need to find some kind of balance. And so he may be really thinking about, I need some peace of mind. How do I get that peace of mind? How do I get to, you know, all I want is the happiness. Ooh, and there's the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So the Divine Feminine is on his brain, coming out as somebody who's very put together, knows her worth, is probably pretty successful with business, or he sees her as very successful, very calm, very patient person. So I feel like he wants to come into a harmony and balance this week. What is the 6 of Swords? Yeah, he's like 7 of Cups. How do I get there? How do I balance out my mind? How do we get into a place of peace? And see, the 7 of Cups, it can often mean confusion, but it also means we have so many ways and opportunities to do this. Let's just choose one and take that path. So I think that he's thinking really, really hard. Like, I have all of these opportunities where I can come into a peace and a balance with myself and with the Divine Feminine, because I do feel like he's thinking about the Divine Feminine this week. Temperance, balancing out not only your mind, but your heart and your soul and your body, releasing that stress. Yeah, after a time of chaos, right? The reason why this needs to happen is because there were tower moments this last week. I mean, I don't know about you, but there were plenty of tower moments in my dynamic. My twins, like between my twin and I, there were plenty of tower moments. But the thing is they needed to crumble because things were not stable in a lot of different ways. And, you know, if you've watched this for a while, if you watched me for a while, you know that he and I are in semi-separation. So we do have communication with each other. We just have not melded our 3D worlds together. And it's not even, like, I don't even feel like it's time to do that. Which is a very healthy space to be in. When you know that it's not time to meld your 3D worlds together, you know you're in a very healthy space in growing. It took me a long time to get here. It took me a very long, there had to be a lot of tower moments and a lot of peace of mind, right? So he's coming into, the Divine Masculine is coming into a space of peace within himself and with the Divine Feminine after some chaos ensues. But the thing is now there's like this opportunity to move forward, right? There's an opportunity to move forward with the Chariot. And it's all in divine timing. These karmic cycles that happened last week, we had to go through it. And whether you're in contact with your Divine Masculine or not, you're probably being triggered by a lot of things. Either by things that they're doing, by things you're hearing about, just emotions coming up, by the energetic feelings that you're getting from your Divine Masculine. You don't have to be in contact with your Divine Masculine to be triggered. We all know that. So we have the Seven of Swords and the Strength card. So in order for us to move forward on the Chariot, we have to be strong enough, and he has to be strong enough. And he is like getting to that place where, you know, I don't want to feel guilty about being able to live my life and being strong enough to live my life. I want to be able to get on this Chariot and go. And I think that there's a strength that he's thinking about. There's still that little inkling in there of, if I walk away from the life that I'm in right now, is that going to go bad? Is it going to go poorly? Is it going to go my way? It's a very real fear about walking away from the 3D. There could be a very real fear about walking away from the Divine Feminine too, or needing to take a break from the Divine Feminine too. However that works in your situation. But he's thinking about it. He wants to be able to move forward. It's just, how do I do that? How do I do that without totally ruining everything that I've built thus far? And that's where the ego kind of gets involved. So then we get Justice, which is karma on the Queen of Pentacles. It's also about balance. But it is about karma. And it's about that what goes around comes around. And needing to learn the lessons. And I feel like he's thinking about these lessons that, you know, and I mean, the Divine Feminine makes him feel pretty good. Again, if this doesn't resonate with you guys, maybe next week will. The last couple of readings have been pretty positive on the Divine Masculine side. So if you're not seeing that play out in your 3D world, just remember that we don't always see the journey with the Divine Masculine. Sometimes we just have to accept that it's happening and keep sending them love and light, right? Because even though I'm in contact with my Divine Masculine, I don't always see his journey. And I just have to accept that he's going on his path, that he is walking his path, and that he'll get there. You know, as much as I move forward, so will he. So, 10 of Cups, or as much as I try to move forward, right? I mean, let's be real, right? So, 10 of Cups, he's thinking about having this happy future. and wondering where that opportunity is. Like what's going to show up in my life that frees me from this need to keep going. Yeah, and he's thinking about it, knowing he needs to make a choice for either his happiness or other people's happiness. The Two of Wands. And it's like he knows that the opportunity is there. He knows that he could probably just reach out and grab it, but there are things in his life that still need to come into balance. And there are things within his world, his existence, that still need to play out before he's able to completely move forward. And we're seeing that happen with a lot of the divine masculines right now. So in his heart space for this week, July 30th to August 5th, I still say August 5th, and I'm like, wow, still unbelievable. Still not 100% believable. Heart space for the divine masculine. I almost wanted to come out. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Nothing comes out. I'll pull from the middle. Rest and reconsider. In his heart, he is done fighting. This is the Nine of Wands. He's done, and I think that he might have gotten this last week. I don't remember. Somebody needs to remind me. The rest and reconsider, I feel like the divine masculine got this last week in his heart space. He's so tired of fighting. Like, it really makes me kind of exhausted to feel that energy. And he knows he's done giving and giving and giving. Six of Pentacles. You know, I always say, where are you putting your energy? Where are you placing your energy? Who are you giving your energy to? And I think he's really, really tired of giving so much of himself and not getting anything in return. And not feeling that benefit. Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles. Something is shifting within him. Knowing that he needs to make a change in his life. He has some serious decisions to make. But the Wheel of Fortune and then the Queen of Cups. So this could be the divine feminine. It could be a karmic, but he's got a lot of love. And I feel like he knows that the divine feminine truly loves him as well. I think that's why she came out as a water element within his heart, because it speaks of emotions. And the emotions probably run pretty deep. So here's the Four of Cups again on the Six of Pentacles. Really done giving so much of himself without a return investment, right? I can understand that exhaustion. The Wheel of Fortune. Does he see the wheel coming? Does he see some favor coming to him? The Knight of Cups. Probably. And see, this is the thing. I feel like he has hope. Sorry, I just totally shook the table. I feel like there's hope within him. If he feels this shifting of energy, of love energy, it's like he knows he wants to not only accept love, but to give it and put it in the right places. Or give love to the right people. Two of Pentacles. Justice. Right? What do I do with all this karma? I feel I'm learning these lessons right and left. I really need to get balanced out. So not only in his headspace is he trying to balance things out and deal with all the karmic energies, he's also dealing with it in his heart space. Because he knows where he wants to put his love and affection. He could be in his heart and his mind thinking about maybe if he's married, getting a divorce. I'm not really 100% feeling that with the Justice card. I am feeling You know, like there's this he knows that the connection, he is aware in his heart space of the connection. 6 of Cups on the Queen of Cups. He gets it. He feels the energetic connection between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, or between you two. And all of this karmic activity is being really felt in the heart chakra this week. And I think that he's just done fighting for a cause that is no longer serving him. So it seems like there's some progress. And it could be with some people. There might be divorces with the divine masculine. He may be leaving or deciding that he no longer wants to be with this karmic partner this week. That could be for some people, not for everyone. Again, please just take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, maybe it will next week. I'm thinking I might start doing readings for those in separation and those in contact but not together. I haven't decided yet. Let me know what you think about that. So let's see what's happening in the divine masculine's environment this week. Wow. So we got 3 cards for the environment. Believe and Succeed, which is the 6 of Wands. Love Abounds, which is the Ace of Cups. And Shine, which is the Sun. So something is making him feel, and he could be fulfilling himself. There could be a lot of the Sun card. Whenever the Sun card comes out for me, I mean, look at this heart chakra activation in this woman in the Shine card. It always makes me feel like that awakening is happening, that conscious awareness. And it's almost like opportunity abounds, love abounds this week between, or like in his environment. And he could really have people pushing him forward. Ace of Wands, King of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. So in his environment, I feel like he's starting to look at things differently. Because with the 4 of Swords, to me, I always say with these ties on here, cut ties with the idea of the way you think things are supposed to look, right? And there's almost like a catalyst happening. Heart chakra activations big time. And recognition. You know, he could be getting love and feeling very, very recognized by the divine feminine if you are in contact, or just somebody in his environment is making him feel accepted. And it's almost as if he really needed this push forward. So then we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Knight of Cups. Again, I mean, you guys saw how I shuffled that, so I feel like some of you really may get some communication from your divine masculine this week. If you're not in communication with your divine masculine, I feel like some of you will. I feel like he's really waking up to some, I mean, they've been waking up for a while. Ace of Wands. So I don't usually read reversals, and this one, unless I really, really notice that there's a reversal. So we have the 2 of Wands on the Ace of Wands, which means, like, we got the 2 of Wands in his heart space, right? In his heart space, he knows he needs to make a decision. I don't think he's going to act on any decision makings this week. He might. But even though it's manifesting in the heart space, that's really good because that's forward progress. But he may not actually be doing it in the 3D. The 2 of Wands in reverse is telling me he's not going to make that active decision. He sees the opportunity. He sees things have happened. He's getting very triggered in his environment, and he's really feeling like there's a need to make a decision, and he's pretty it seems like there's some emotional things going on with the King of Cups showing up. He could be very emotional this week. A lot of times the King of Cups is very emotional, but doesn't show a lot of emotion. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. So, I think the reason why he's not acting on making the decision is because he does want to make the decision, but he doesn't feel like he's good enough. He doesn't feel like he has enough. He wants to make the gesture. He feels the love. He feels the recognition. He sees it visibly. He sees how much he's loved, and possibly by the Divine Feminine. His clarity is really opening up. But he's still, and this is why he's not acting on things, he still doesn't feel like he's good enough. Or he still doesn't quite have that extra oomph in his step. And I think it makes him very emotional that he's not able to give as much as he would like to. So, Four of Swords, looking at things in a different way. He's really being asked to look at things in a different way. Yeah, and pulling back. He might be really, really shocked by the recognition from the Divine Feminine or from whoever is showing it to him. And he might pull back a little bit. The Hermit on the Four of Swords. But I almost feel like he needs to. He has to analyze this. And that's what the Hermit does. The Hermit... The reason why it's the Hermit is because the Hermit will pull back and recalibrate. And I feel like that's really what's needed, is kind of like recalibration mode. The Wheel of Fortune. Something's definitely changing in his environment. And it's like the recognition, the clarity is very, very real. Knight of Pentacles. So again, there might be some very slow efforts with this. He might feel like things are happening almost in slow motion, but the wheel is turning. And he feels it in his heart space too. And he's seeing it play out in his environment. It may be happening a little bit slower in his environment than he'd like, but the universe is definitely taking care of some karmic cycles, some karmic activity. So, Knight of Cups. Yeah, Three of Wands. He wants more. And I think that he's really going to be like thinking about having more in his life and being able to have more love in his life. But he's also seeing all of this recognition play out in his life, in his existence, in his 3D existence as well. Even if it's happening slowly, it's happening. Yeah? I like it. I do. I feel like there's a lot of Divine Masculines waking up right now. A lot of them. And there's a lot of, even with Love Abounds, because this is the Ace of Cups, the Love Abounds is the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's a lot of heart chakra activation going on. And a need to fulfill oneself. You know? Which he could be doing that. That could be why he's pulled back as being the Hermit. He could be fulfilling himself as well. And his needs. So let's see what the energy is between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy. Okay, one more shuffle. Dreams coming true. Look at that. 9 of Cups. So there is a very real, I want my wishes to come true, I want my dreams to come true energy between the two of you this week. It's like you guys know it's right there, you know, like I can, if I just reach out, I can grab it. I'm actually going to shuffle through one more time before I grab these. I didn't even look to see what they, oh, there's one. I didn't even look to see what they were. I wanted to shuffle all the way through for it, though. They all fell face down. I think you saw that. I'm like, I'm not cheating, I promise. Not cheating. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So it's like you guys are coming to a truth or a truce within the energy, knowing that you really want to be able to offer something, even if it's something very small, a very small gesture. There could be, because these are 2 pages, there could be some very playful energy between the two of you, some recognition between the two of you. And the Emperor, got Mars energy coming in. And I almost feel like I need to say, try not to control the energy between the two of you, right? Because then we have the World. There is a cycle beginning again. There's one that had to end. There's a cycle that had to end. And it's almost as if the daydream is over and we're having to really think about reality now. There is one day this week, Neptune and the Moon will be conjunct. The Moon is in Aries, Neptune is in Pisces. It's going to be a very daydreamy kind of day. I think it's Tuesday this week. So try to really rein, and Venus is in Virgo. So Venus is going to really try, that's really funny that the Moon came up, the Wheel of Fortune with the Page of Pentacles, as I was saying that. The Moon and Neptune there, you know, like we want to have this Wheel of Fortune happen. And this is like Venus and Virgo saying, slow down, things are happening, you got to be logical about it. The wheel is taking over. But like dreams coming true, this is almost like the Moon and Neptune getting together and playing tricks on your mind and making you fantasize. Go, you know, I mean, it's great to have that fantasy, but when it comes down to reality, we don't know. It's like neither one of you really know when this wheel is going to turn and how am I going to be able to give that offer or accept an offer. And so, to me, I feel like this is saying, yes, your dreams are coming. Your wishes are coming. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the World in the same spread. Your dreams are coming. You will be able to give something, like give an offer. You know, it's like, I don't know if I should. I feel very tentative right now. I don't know if I should offer my love and affection. I don't know if I should, you know, like put myself out there. Not really sure. You'll know the right time to do it. But it's almost like you guys are trying not to live in the fantasy, but because of the way the planets go, the fantasy stuff always comes up. It's hard to get out of that fantasy world. Oh, what it would be like to be with them, you know? We have to come back into reality. So, Page of Swords. This is Page of Swords. Right? The communication is coming. You just have to be patient. 7 of Pentacles. Like I said, I feel like some of you might be communicating with your Divine Masculine, like he might reach out to you this week. I think some of you might be waiting a little bit longer, but always plant those seeds of manifestation. And a lot of you are like really nodding your head like, yeah, Betsy, I know I'm going to have to wait. I know I'm still like in a holding pattern. I know things can't be the way that I want them to be right now. So don't try and control that energy, and try and it's like somebody's trying to be in charge here. One of you really wants to take the wheel and drive, and the other one's like, you know, slow your roll, not really sure we're ready for that quite yet. If you're the one that's trying to control, as the Divine Feminine, I'm talking to the Divine Feminine here, you're the one that's trying to control. There's a card that keeps on wanting to pop out. I don't know what card it is. See, I got him upside down. Or I got him, you know, face down. If you're trying to control it, you got to let it go. Because the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, 9 of Swords. Stop trying to control the energy. Because it's happening. And this is where we get ourselves in trouble. If we're like, oh my God, I just want it to happen already. I just want it to happen already. I just want it to happen already. And the fantasy comes up. And we're dreaming and dreaming and dreaming. You got to let go of the wheel and let the universe drive it. Sometimes it's okay to be in charge of the wheel when it comes to our destinies, because we need to go on our soul path. The thing with the twin flame dynamic is we can only go so far before we absolutely have no control anymore. And we are literally at the mercy of energies, and we are literally at the mercy of the energetic connection between the two of us. The energies of the cosmos, the energies of the universe, the energies of the twin flame collective. If we all could just get in a really good high vibrational mindset, do you know how much faster this would go? I'm just saying. If we could all work together and not try to drive it, we could start collapsing timelines right and left. Think about that kind of power. So then we get to the Worlds. Knight of Pentacles. Damn, it's taken forever. Jeez, this is a slow ride. I know I paid adult admission to the amusement park. Why am I on this kiddie ride right now that's going super slow? Right? Well, you signed up for this, and it's happening in divine timing. I actually like the Knight of Pentacles because the Knight of Pentacles takes the correct steps it needs to take in order to get to where it's going. Right? Very methodical, very analytical, does what he needs to do, doesn't try to push so hard. So really, if you're divine masculine, if you feel his energy has pulled back from you this week, don't find yourself in the 9 of Swords state. Try and breathe through it. If you get contact from your divine masculine, which I feel like some of you might if he's going through an awakening, I do feel like the divine feminine is on the divine masculine's mind. So it looks pretty good to me. We just have to keep remembering to not push this wheel and whirl to happen. Like, it's going to happen. I promise it's going to happen. Yeah? Alright, guys. So, check out. So, the workshops I did in New York and Boston were amazing. So amazing. I love it here. I can't wait to come back. Thank you so much to all of the people in Boston for accepting me and letting me be on this journey with you, as well as people in New York. I met so many amazing people, and I'm going to miss all of them. I do have workshops in Austin, Texas on August 17th and Atlanta, Georgia, August 24th. Those links are below. You can also get in-person readings from me. And I still have the Soulmate, the Twin Flame Soulmate 30-minute reading where you can also get 30 extra minutes of healing. But the 30-minute, the initial 30 minutes, they're on sale, and I think I have 5 spots left. The kicker, the really cool thing is, these are all going to be delivered next week. All you got to do is wait a week, or it'll be like throughout the week of August 6th. I will be scheduling them this week and letting everybody know what day they can get them. But you're only going to have to wait like a week, maybe a week and a half to get your reading, and they're on sale. Double bonus, right? I think there's like 5 left, so check that out on my website, fearlessintuition.net. And of course, you can also get any other, FaceTime readings that you would like, because the Soulmate readings are video recorded, and I send the link to you. So, but you can also get FaceTime readings. Anything else, Instant Go app, I'm always there. I do the Instant Go questions in the evening. So if you want to have an answer right away, try and catch me in the evening time instead of like sending it to me in the middle of the night, because I get a lot of them from the middle of the night and then I don't get to them to the next following evening. So be aware of that. I love you guys. Please take care of your energy this week. I'm going to try and do the Divine Feminine reading as well if it doesn't get too busy this evening. So I love you. Bye.